So last session is just introduction part, right? So today, futures of Linux. Why Linux? Why people are switching to Linux? Why technologies are coming with Linux? So why organizations are moving to Linux? Means there are some futures. Means advantages are there in Linux operating system. So what are the advantages we have in Linux? That we'll see now. Okay. So the first is open source. Source code we get along with operating system. Open source. Source code we get along with the operating system. So operating system is free to everyone. No license key is required. You can download Linux and you can install it directly. That is one advantage. So generally you want to practice Linux for the first time. You don't know anything, but you want to practice it. Just for practice purpose, you cannot purchase it, right? But this is free. You can download and you can install original operating system. That is one advantage here. Open source code we get along with the operating system, and source code we get with right permission. Source code we get with right permission. It means if you want to modify anything. Shekhar, you're asking something? Okay. Source code you get with right permission. So if you want to modify your operating system, you can modify. If you want to create your own commands, if you want to modify the existing commands, you want to change the view of your operating system, whatever changes you want to do, you can do that. So that is possible here. You can do it. So that is also advantage. I'm repeating again. Linux is open source. Source code we get along with the operating system. Operating system is free to everyone. Generally, when you're going with Windows operating system, they'll charge 2 to 3,000 extra for operating system, right? If you're purchasing nowadays, laptop means they are charging extra 3,000 and they are installing the operating system and they are giving. They're charging it for license key. So, but in Linux, it is not required like that. That is one advantage. And as I told you, we can edit the operating system source code, but for that, we should know C, C++ 100%. Generally, we don't modify the operating system source code. Okay, but there is possibility. If you want, you can do that. That is one thing. Second is multitasking. Multiple tasks it can perform at a time. Multiple tasks can be performed at a time. Okay, like multiple applications you can open at a time, multiple applications you can run at a time. This feature is there in most of the operating system, including Linux. In Linux also this feature is there. Even in Windows also that is possible. We can open Adobe Reader, you can open Zoom Meet, or you can open Maya software, you can open YouTube, you can run all this at a time, right? So in Linux also that feature is there. And third one is multi-users. What is this multi-users means? See, we have types in users. Let's say types of operating system first. Types of operating system. Single user, single task operating system. Single user, multitask operating system. And third one is multi-user, multitask operating system. Now, in today's session, what I'm explaining as futures of Linux, every point I will show you practically in our further classes. That is one thing. And whatever I'm explaining now, that notes also I will share through Telegram. Okay. So first is single user, single task. It means three types of operating systems we have. In operating system, we have three types. First is single user, single task. Here, only one user can log in. That user can perform only one task at a time. Only one user can log in and that user can perform only one task. If they open something, add-on, at the same time they want to open another application, they cannot open. So that is single user, single task. Only one user can log in into computer. That user can perform only one task. That is single user, single task. When I am explaining, if you are not clear any point, please ask me there itself. You can message me on the chat box also. So single user, single task is DOS operating system, disk operating system. That is the first operating system. Okay, there only one user can log in and that user can perform only one task. And next one is single user, multitask. Here also. At a time, only one user can log in. How many users list it is showing? When you switch on your computer, how many users names it is showing? Still, you can click on only one user. But that user can perform multiple tasks. They can run multiple applications at a time. Okay. Example for this is Windows. In Windows, only one user can log in at a time. How many users you created? Still, you can log in into one user only. If you want to log in into another user means, what we do? First, we log out from one user, then we log in into another user. First, we log out from one user, then we log in into another user. That is in Windows, right? So that is single user, multitask. And next one is multi-user, multitasking. Here, multiple users can log in at a time. At a time, multiple users can log in. That users can perform multiple tasks. See, if you observe, here I open multiple tabs and I am doing different tasks, right? So, similarly, in multi-user, multitask operating system also, multiple users can log in at a time. You can log in into multiple users at a time and all the users can perform multiple tasks. Every user individually can perform multiple tasks. That is multi-user multitasking. Example for multi-user multitasking is Linux. So these are the three types of operating systems we have. And what we are using now is Linux multi-user multitasking. How multiple users can log in. That I will show how to create multiple users and how to log in into multiple users. That I will show you practically. So first is open source. Means source code we get along with the operating system. Operating system license key is free. No need to pay. We can download and install genuine operating system. That is one thing. And next one is what? Multiple users can log in and they can perform multiple tasks. Okay. And fourth one is can be installed on all hardware architecture. We don't require any specific hardware environment. Specific hardware environment is not required. It can be installed in any hardware environment. See, we have AIX server. In order to install AIX server, we need IBM computers. It required IBM architecture. Like that, there are some operating systems which require specific hardware architecture. But Linux, it doesn't require any specific hardware architecture. It can be installed in any hardware environment. Even Windows also can be installed in any hardware environment. Also, Linux can be used in least hardware environment. You have 10 GB RAM, 10 GB hard disk. Okay, 512 MB RAM you have. There also you can install Linux operating system. So that is the advantage of it. It can be installed in all hardware architecture and least hardware environment also it supports. If these points are clear, 4 points are clear. Can someone respond? Is these points are clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And scalability. Same operating system can be used on normal desktop PC to supercomputer. Operating system is same here. There is no separate operating system for server and clients. Generally, server and clients means what? Client means which requests for the services. Server means what? Which provides requested services, right? In Windows, if you observe, there is separate operating system for server, separate operating system for clients.
Ma'am, when will I get this PowerPoint? Are you going
Notes
to
I will
notes?
share. Once when you register with this course, no, daily I will share the note. I like today if I complete one topic means immediately I will share the notes.
Okay. Okay.
So after registration, daily I'll share the notes. Whatever I explain, I'll share the notes.
Okay, fine. So suppose I'm registering after 2 days, then I will get the previous notes.
Yes, everything I'll share. From day
Okay.
one, whatever I explain, I'll share. After 1 week, someone joined also. Will share the notes from day one. They'll get the recording videos and I'll share the notes. Even if you miss some topics, you'll get the recording videos, right? So you can go through the recording videos and notes also. Even I'll be there to guide, support. If any concepts are not clear, I'll explain also.
Okay, ma'am.
Shall I continue?
Yes.
So scalability, same operating system can be used on normal desktop PC to supercomputer. There is no separate operating system. Normally, in our laptop or desktop in home PCs, what operating system we install, the same operating system we use in real time also. There is no separate operating system. So whatever the practicals you're doing here, whatever commands you're learning here, the same thing you're going to use in real time also. So that is the advantage of this. Okay, so next one is reliability. We can trust Linux operating system because no downtime, no need to restart the computer. Whatever changes you are doing, so whatever you are doing, no need to restart the computer. If you are installing something, you're uninstalling something, you're creating partitions, you're updating something in Windows means it will ask you to restart the computer. Then only changes will take effect. Even if you are sometimes when you are going to shut down your machine, you'll get the message like updates are ready to install. Its estimated time is 5 minutes. Select restart or shut down. You'll get that message you'll get from Microsoft if your PC is connected to internet, right? So once system is updated, it will ask us to restart the computer. Not only general computers, in real time also, in organizations also, every week, every Thursday or Friday, Microsoft people will share the updates, latest updates. So what administrators will do is they will install that updates in server machines. So everything is installed means they will restart the server. Before restarting the server, they will update that information to end users, clients, their employees. Like there will be 10 minutes downtime, like they'll give 20 minutes downtime. They'll send the information to employees, or they will do late nights or lunch breaks. At the time they will do this. Even if you observe, sometimes when you are trying to access your phone pay or Google Pay or any banking websites, it will give you sometimes message like server is down temporarily, like that, because main servers are restarting means you'll get these problems. But in Linux, whatever you are doing, no need to restart the computer, no downtime. Without restarting the computer, we can update everything in Linux machine. That is also advantage here. Okay. And next one is security. Linux is secure. Linux is secure because inbuilt IP tables are there. IP tables means firewalls. In Windows, we call firewall. In Linux, we call IP tables. Inbuilt IP tables are there. IP tables are used to secure networking files. And SC Linux, secured enhanced Linux. Secured enhanced Linux. It is used to secure local files. Inbuilt IP tables and SC Linux is there. IP tables are used to secure networking files. SC Linux is used to secure local files. Okay, so what is the use of this? This also will show you practically. And next one is, it works with command line interface. Linux works with command line interface. So those who know commands, they only can access Linux machine. Linux is secure because it works with command line interface. So those who know commands, they only can access Linux machines. Without knowing commands, no one can enter into your computer also. Okay, so Linux is secure because inbuilt IP tables and SC Linux is there. IP tables are used to secure networking files. SC Linux is used to secure local file. How it works, we'll see in further classes. And Linux is secure because inbuilt IP tables are there. Sorry, Linux is secure because it works with command line interface. So those who know commands, they only can enter into Linux machines and can configure, access Linux machines. Even to open a file also, we must know the commands, but don't think it is difficult. Linux is not at all difficult, easy only. When I explain something notes, I'll explain commands clearly, and commands are not at all difficult and no need to by heart or remember each and every command. If you understand the concept, that is enough. Okay. So first point is inbuilt IP tables and SC Linux is a second point. It works with command line interface. Linux is secure because for every user, password authentication is compulsory. Okay, without password, we cannot log in into Linux machines. In Windows, once you created a user, if you don't generate the password, when you click on the user account, it logins into the user account. But in Linux, it is not like that. Once a user is created, if you don't generate the password, we cannot log in into the user. So it means without our permission, others cannot access our user account. So that is also advantage here. Linux is secure. It doesn't support exe files. No next finish, no auto runs. It doesn't support exe files. And Linux is secure. We can encrypt a file. Linux is secure. We can encrypt a file by assigning password. See, you have a notepad generally in Windows. If you open the notepad, you can see the clear text. If you want to secure it, means we need to download some third-party tools to secure it, to encrypt it. But in Linux, inbuilt encryption tool is there. So once you create any file, if there is an important content in that file, you can encrypt that file by assigning password. So once a file is encrypted by assigning password, if someone else is trying to check the content of your file, If someone else is trying to open your file, it will display the content in encrypted format. It will display the content in encrypted format. If you try to open the file, it will ask for the password. So without password, we cannot access the file. That is also advantage. I will show you it practically. That is very important also in real time. So Linux is secure because inbuilt IP tables are there and SC Linux is there. IP tables are used to secure networking files. SC Linux is used to secure local files. Linux is secure because it works with command line interface. Without knowing commands, we cannot do anything. We cannot even open the file also. Linux is secure because for every user, password authentication is compulsory. Linux is secure because it doesn't support exe files. Linux is secure. We can encrypt a file by assigning password. Okay. Linux is secure because no setup files. No next finish. No setup file. Everything we need to configure manually. Whatever you configure manually, your system accepts that only. See, if you want to share a folder generally in Windows machine, what we do? We open the folder, we add some content into that folder, right click, and there sharing and security option you can see. So from there you can share next finish. But here it is not like that.
Ma'am,
We open a file, we
ma'am,
add the entry.
are you writing the whole things in a notepad?
Yes, everything you will get.
No, but I am unable to see on the my screen.
You are unable to?
Yes, I am unable to see that screen that you are writing currently.
No, I'm not writing. I'm just explaining. That's it. Notes, I will
Okay,
make a note and I will share. Here already points are there, no? That points I'm explaining.
okay. I thought that a screen has been freezed.
No. I'm just explaining these points only. Whatever here it is there in the slide. Later I'll make a note and I will share it.
Okay.
Shall I continue?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. So in Linux, once you want to share anything, you want to share a folder, we create a file, we add and we add the entry. Like this is my folder. In this location, my folder is there. I want to share with this users or I want to share with this network. So like this, we will add the information in our file. That file we call as configuration file. Linux works with configuration files, no setup files. So those who know the configurations, they can only configure something. DNS, DHCP, FTP, everything we configure manually. Whatever we configure, our system accepts that only. You're getting right, everyone? Mahesh Garu, you're getting?
Yes, madam.
Shekhar Garu, you're getting the points what I'm explaining? Shekhar Garu.
Yes, ma'am, little bit.
Yeah, if doubt is there, you can ask. If any point is not clear, you can ask.
I thought that whatever you are just explaining, if you are writing at the same time in the notepad, that will be more means understood. I will understood it in a manner.
Actually, this is theory part, no? That's why I'm not writing. If something practical I'm explaining means definitely I'll write and I will explain.
Oh, okay,
Only here theory part, no? That's whatever is there in PPT, that only I'm explaining.
okay.
But definitely, I'll make a note while explaining. I'll make a note and I'll explain.
Okay.
Manisa, you're clear the points what I'm explaining?
Yeah, ma'am.
Then.
But
Sidhu?
practically, you can show means it was good,
Yes,
better
practically all these
understanding.
points, these are futures I'm just explaining.
Okay,
Theoretically, I'm
fine.
explaining all these futures. All these futures one by one, not in one day, one by one, everything I will show practically. Every point.
Yeah, thank
Encryption,
you.
everything
This is
I'll
the
show you.
full admin the Linux course, ma'am.
System administration and network administration, complete part.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Mansa.
Yeah, thank you. That's it.
Then. Sidhu? Sidhu, you're getting the points? Ashwin? Okay. And again, I'm telling, not for today, for regular classes also, I'm telling that any point is not clear or I'm going fast or any point you're unable to understand when I explain, you can ask me. Remember, you can ask me. There itself, you can ask me. I will explain the points. Every point I will explain you practically, even whatever I explain now, every point I will explain clear. I will explain everything. Any point is not clear, you can ask me. Okay, not for today, for regular classes, I'm telling. And everything you'll get the notes also through Telegram. Once you register with this course, you'll get the Telegram link. So join through the Telegram link. I'll share everything. And even if you have any doubts also, you can message me through Telegram on whenever you're practicing. Whenever you have free time, if you're practicing, you can message me there also if you have doubts. No need to wait for next day. You can ask me. In classroom, you can ask. After class, you can ask. In Telegram also, you can ask. Remember this. And this group will be permanent. After finishing the course also, if you're practicing or if you're facing any issues with Linux, you can definitely ping me. Okay. The group will be permanent. And the recording videos you will get. But recording videos, you'll get the access up to 6 months, I think. And recording videos, DURGASOFT team is responsible for that. Today, if we completed the class means next day, they will share the recording videos. No. So, and in Linux is faster comparing to Windows because Linux works with command line interface. So no need graphics, black screen with white fonts. So that is also one reason. Another reason is swap memory is there, virtual memory, which is used to increase the speed of RAM. Swap memory means it is a virtual memory. Physical memory means our RAM, right? So virtual memory is swap memory, which is used to increase the speed of RAM. Example, if you have 1 GB RAM in your computer, by creating swap memory, you can add 2 GB space to your RAM. Virtual memory size is twice the RAM, double of the RAM. You can create virtual memory. How to create? We'll see. We have separate class for that. What swap memory? We have separate class. So swap memory is used to increase the speed of RAM. Now my RAM is 1 GB. It means at a time it can send 1 GB data. It can receive 1 GB of data, right? Now, if I create 2 GB swap memory and I added that space to my RAM means what? 2 plus 1 means 3 GB. Using 3 GB space, it can send the data, it can receive the data. So it is faster. That is also one reason Linux is fast. There is a concept of swap memory that I will explain. Even while installing the operating system, creation of swap memory is compulsory also. That while installation, I will show that also. Separate class we have for swap memory. And while installing also, I will show once. Okay. And so, Linux is faster performance-wise comparing to other operating systems. So one is it works with command line interface, black screen with white font. And the second reason is there is a virtual memory which is used to increase the speed of RAM. Okay. And in Linux, inbuilt kernel is there. Inbuilt kernel. It is a small software. Inbuilt kernel is there. What is the use of that kernel means? Before transferring the data to hardware environment, first kernel checks the data. If something we are giving to our system, operating system, first shell receives that. What shell do? Shell is there in Windows also. What shell do? It converts the user understanding language into machine understanding language, into zeros and ones. So whatever data you are sending, it converts into zeros and ones. That's it. It will not check what you are sending the data. Okay, if it is virus also, it converts into zeros and ones and it transfers to hardware environment. But in Linux, there is an inbuilt software called kernel. What it do? When shell transfers the data to kernel, kernel checks the data, whether the data is supported by hardware environment or not. If something exe files are coming, it rejects back because Linux doesn't support it. Something virus is coming, it rejects back. Some applications are you are trying to download which are not supported by your hardware environment, it rejects back like that. So it checks everything. Administrator permission is there, then only it transfers the data to hardware environment. So that is also reason why Linux means. These are few reasons why Linux means. Okay, so because of this advantages, people are switching to Linux. Technologies are coming with Linux operating system. Even in organizations, they are moving the machines to Linux operating systems. There are many features we have in Linux. And again, I'm telling the points, whatever I explain now as features of Linux, every point I will show you practically also. In our further classes, I will show you practically also. Okay, so features of Linux is clear, everyone? Is these points what I explained is clear to everyone?
Yes.
Any doubts are there? Any point you have doubt, you can ask me now. Out of this, if you want me to ask, and if you want to ask me anything also, you can ask. Because today some guys, students are joined. No? Yes. Is these points are clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Then. In tomorrow's session, I will explain file system hierarchy. Means what are the default directories we get along with Linux operating system. That I will explain in tomorrow's session. Okay. So this is about today's session, features of Linux. This notes you will get also. But after registering, you'll get the group link. There I will share to everyone. So thank you so much for the session. We'll meet tomorrow.
Yeah, ma'am. How many months it will take to cover the classes, ma'am?
35 days course this is.
Full admin course, right? Like a
Yes,
basic and a
full.
network.
Yes, complete course. From
The
basic
timing is
to complete.
9:30 to 10:30 only, or else any other timings are there, ma'am?
Present 10:30 to 11, sorry, 9:30 to 10:30 is the new batch. Do
Okay.
you have any, I mean, are you working?
No, present I'm not working because I have small kids, and
Okay.
that is morning means some disturbances are coming. That's why I'm asking.
This batch is 9:30 to 10:30. Will actually, what timings are flexible for you?
And 10:30 to 11:30 or else 11 to 12.
That time already I'm taking one CCNA is there, AWS is there. It will
Okay,
take time,
okay, fine.
15-20 days time it will take to start for that.
Okay, fine.
This is now free time is there. We are planning for the evening also.
Okay. At
4
what
o'clock.
time, ma'am?
After 4 we'll plan.
Okay, fine.
This is new. As of now, this is the new running batch. I mean, started batch.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
The fees is like only Linux full course or else any other courses, ma'am?
This is only for Linux course.
Okay. The fees how much, ma'am?
5,000.
Okay. With recording videos?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it, ma'am.
Yeah, fine. We'll meet tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Kindly post the features of Linux, whatever you today told that I want the notes of that.
Sorry, come again, Shikhar.
I want 2 days notes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, you will get it.
Okay. I have joined the group on the Telegram, but I have seen that any updates posted yesterday.
No, actually that group is different. For our students. Now, example, you are 5 members, right? For you 5 members, they'll create a group separately. We 5 members will be there in the group like that. Now we are
Okay,
7 members
fine.
in the meeting, right? In this Zoom meeting, right? For this, for us, we'll create a group. No one else will be there in that group. Only regarding
Oh,
our class, we'll discuss there.
okay, okay, ma'am.
Separate group it was. Not the group where you are getting all the updates. That is not this group.
Okay, okay, okay.